Well, we're making a lot of progress. Put up the first cabinet up on the wall, and we're gluing up the second cabinet. Okay, so next steps. We have 4 things that we're gonna do, and I don't know which we're gonna do first, but we're gonna put some sort of a shelf that goes along here. That's one. We're going to finish the shelves that go inside the cabinets. That's 2. The face frame, and then the doors. I don't really know what the doors are gonna look like just yet. We'll have to decide that, but we'll come up with something. Now, as far as the shelf that comes here, I was gonna build something that kind of came down, was maybe bolted to the bottom of this, and then I thought, well, why don't I just put some cleats along the end and get some brackets, put them on each stud. There's 8 studs, so I got 4 brackets, so we'll put one on every other stud, and then just put a piece of wood up there. All right, so the shelf that I'm gonna put here is about 13 inches deep, you'd call it? Deep. So I think I kind of want to match that in terms of how far it is down. So if I went 13 inches down and it came 13 inches out, and then we had the shelf there, I think that would be about right. Measure down about 13 inches. That's going to be right here. And then draw a line all the way across. Okay, 1 cleat. Let's go over to the other side and put that one up. See how this is gonna work. Oh, that's sweet. That's sweet. Now all I have to do is make a board long enough. So we'll stretch all the way to San Diego. So we took the 2 pieces of plywood, joined them with some pocket screws right here, and a pocket screw in the end. And then I stripped the front with a piece of poplar to cover the plywood edge. And I still have to put a piece back here to do it, but before we do that, I want to test fit. So let's see how this is gonna work. Hey, that was pretty good. I like it. I glued on this little piece here, can't even tell, and sanded this whole thing down. And I think I'm gonna give it a coat of paint. I have some nice off-white that's like a semi-gloss. Was able to put some finish on the shelf. So I think this is how the shelves are gonna be. Looks pretty nice. And then I started to glue up some other shelves. And there's the fourth one being the small outer cabinets. There's 2 shelves per. Early the next morning. Alright, so I just cut a piece of plywood, or a little scrap. It's a little less than 1.5 inches because we're going to have an 1.5 inch piece that goes here over it, but to back it up, because with the face frame, that piece that goes here wouldn't have anything to help back it up. So. It's me on the guitar. I don't know if a lot of you know that, but yeah. Now, as we know, this is the late great Eddie Van Halen, as we all know. Eruption. You know, I asked it to play Van Halen, and when I think of Van Halen, the last person in the world I think of is freaking Sammy Hagar. To me, Van Halen, the lead singer, is David Lee Roth. Computer off. Good, bad, whatever. The dude could sing. It was fun. It was a fun band. And I don't know, they had a lot of good times, good songs and everything. And they just had to screw it all up. And then they brought in Sammy, and you know, he's a good singer and rocker and all that, but it just lost something. Completely lost everything that makes Van Halen great. And now it's just Sammy Hagar with a really good backup band. That's my opinion. Let me know what you think. Alright, so then the next step is I'm just going to put some clear natural finish over the whole thing.